ahead, then their map presence is going to feel incredibly oppressive and pretty difficult to play into. As a good luck, my bro comes out between Parker and 33. All right, some bit of love being thrown around. There's been nothing between Puppy and Chrysalis, which is a little surprising.
I don't think Puppy's the type of guy to be all chatting.
No, but I'm just looking at the tips.
Chatted?
He tipped BZM.
Ah, true. He did tip BZM.
Yeah.
God. So...
Chrysalis just.
I'm still upset that they don't
right
track
now.
the tips, by the way.
Like,
my puppy, please.
You good, bro? Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm over it.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people were kind of excited at the prospect of Chrysalis going back to Secret, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my thoughts, but like when Chrysalis had been kind of benched by Paravision, I was like, you know what? Why not bring back the whole Chrysalis and Puppy, like, rebuild around that safe lane, find that. Of course, this was technically before Parker had his multi-year contract announced. And also he was kind of trying to play offlane a little bit as well. I don't know. There could have been this like hype Parker offlane Chrysalis carry era of Secret. Instead, they're now against each other. With most likely, yeah, a 2 for 2 on the rune.
Oh, Puppy's gone for the Marsh Mage Convert. Is this the popular facet to go for now?
With my, you know what? Funny enough, okay, what's the correct phrase here to talk about? Is it high rank pubs? I need the correct.
Are we talking about your
here.
games, or are we talking about the information we have publicly available?
No, so not publicly available because technically we don't see the top games. But how would I technically say my game? Is it high rank pubs? Like what's the
top?
Like because it's top pubs. Like,
top,
I don't know.
What number are you at the moment?
I'm like rank 650.
Yeah, it's just a top 1,000 pubs. So I guess it's a pretty big
sure,
between
yeah.
1,000 and so, but
it is.
That's
okay, but either way, in the top pubs, I've not seen a single game of Chen, mate.
Okay, great.
No, the reason why I asked, because I needed the context, because it's like if people think we're talking about like an ancient pub, it's like who gives a shit, congrats, but like
it is important
in the pro level pubs of the top 600 MMR bracket or whatever, top 6 rank. I have not seen a single game of Chen. I think the only player that has played Chen was Speed, and I think he took the Troll Priest.
Okay.
Just because it was like one of those, haha, I'm better than you, let me try and take your tower quickly type strategies. So I have not seen a single game of Marsh Mage Convert, and I'm very excited just to understand and kind of look at the logic of it. But it will level up to being is it the Ravage creep eventually?
I don't know if it goes all the way up there. I don't know how far this one goes because
or the mini stun, right? It's at least one stun. Yeah, not the full Ravage, but
or it's a Marsh Mage, which means it's going to give you the bubble shield, right?
Ah, okay, yeah, I'm misremembering the new creeps.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna just keep clicking on whatever creepy spawns.
Yeah,
we'll keep talking
find
about
out
it every time we see a new one. Oh, I love not having all this information. Oh yeah, God. Okay, all right, sorry. Anyway, moving on. Back to you, boss.
No one can blame me for not doing my research. It's great. But yeah, the cool thing about this channel is that he's just stealing Sax's nature's call pretty much. That's it. That's his role in life. We don't need to worry about the little converts coming up. Puppy's just going to be taking these treances. Parker's getting kind of low here. Needs to be a little careful. 33 not exactly healthy either though, as the trading gets pretty intense down here in the bottom lane. But
one small kind of potential blunder I think from this lane was Puppy going for the double tangos. I think especially when you have Medusa as your carry, starting with at least one kind of casual mango to put onto your Medusa is pretty helpful. He could then curry out the tangos later down the line. But the fact that we're not seeing any mango in this lane is allowing for that burst to maybe coming from Tundra. We'll see later down the line. And
meanwhile,
of course, top lane we don't have. Yeah, I'll say we don't have the traditional matchup right in top. We don't have the Darkseer plus melee hero hug the wave. Of course, they are against Gyrocopter, which is one of the better carries at shoving the wave into them. We'll see what they are able to get out from this, but I would argue so far, so good. He's got 13 CS. Sure, the Gyrocopter's got a couple more, but they're not really denying too much on the Dire side.
No one's really sad in this game at the moment as of yet. I think the Darkseer is the only one who's not getting maybe quite as much as he likes on Mixer. But Whitemon getting kind of low here. Going aggressively though. Wants to try and finish off Biolica. I don't know if that's going to work. It does. Oh, how dare I doubt the king, actually. That's on me. That's on me. Whitemon, I'm sorry. I wasn't familiar with your game. Takes down Theolico, gets first blood, trades his life for it. But he'll be very happy about that one indeed. Recognizing he had the damage to finish the job there despite the heals coming out from Theolico.
Yeah, and Whiteman, he did go for the Carney Classics, which means he can have Strongman Tonic available when he gets back to the lane. And I think a lot of the fights against Windrunner is always like these clutch moments. Like, do you have enough HP? Are you auto-dying to the power shot? So Ringmaster will have pretty good value there. It is still stupid how much damage the Impalement Arts does in laning phase. Like this, the top lane is just sad to watch. I don't know if you want to go back up here, but Mixer's back to low HP, Theodocor's half HP. Like they just showed themselves for like a millisecond, and they're already getting shoved out the wave.
Yeah. Webhouse keeps. I mean, Webhouse will keep you guys updated on the middle lane. There's not really much to talk about from our perspective there. It's TADK. TA will start to slowly pull ahead, but it's not really going to mean a whole lot. It's about bottom side, 33, very low. Burst strike away though. Is going to be all right for the time being. Be a little careful there. That is always the difficulty, is that Saxa, it just doesn't have the lockdown. You know, it's just a Sprout. That's his only kind of aggressive and defensive ability in terms of controlling heroes. So 33 is always going to be a little bit scared.
You did say that mid lane was a bit of a farm, but TA has got 14 denies to the 5 of the DK, right? It is a TA versus melee hero. I think the BZM has done, of course, as the hero is meant to do at bullying. The key thing is when DK hits 6, will there be a rotation from a Windrunner, maybe even a Chen with a couple creeps? You can easily kill a Templar Assassin who's trying to overextend, but I mean, the next couple minutes will make or break this lane. As if you don't stop BZM, he is just gonna completely free farm, get his Dragon Lance or Blink or whatever he wants to buy, and set a lot more tempo in this game. And that is what Tundra needs. They need the early game tempo with their draft.
Poison Dragon, not really doing enough at the moment.
So Chen rotating in for the side of Secret, and both Ringmaster and Nature's Prophet. They don't care about the rune.
Apparently not.
He's I don't need my bottle refilled, it's okay. Ooh. Whiteman also kind of going under tower.
Supreme knows what's up right now, but also not a whole lot he can really do about it anyway. Sentry going to come out over here on the side, allow Supreme to get rid of those traps, always very important when playing against this TA. Whitemon, going to throw in with the dagger. But Puppy's backing him up. Nothing's really going to happen here.
But yeah, you are right. So at level 2 convert, you do get the Marsh Mage, which is the 240 or the 180 magic barrier. So it's basically just like Glimmer Cape, but without the invisibility. Pretty cool. I was expecting that to be maybe the next level, not the level 1, but either way, they're cooking. That sounds pretty stupid at 7 minutes just to have a 200 magic barrier out of nowhere.
So why is... It's called the Marsh Mage, right? But then on the Riverborn aura it says whenever the frog is in water, it increases all allied movement speed and outgoing damage. What's a frog? Is it just referring itself to the frog? I guess so.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Cool.
Such a hard-hitting question. I was like, where are we going with this?
That's just a weird thing to... It's called the Marsh Mage, yet the spell calls it the frog, yet nowhere else it's referred to as a frog. It's just a little confusing, that's all. But Puppy, waiting on the sidelines, sees 33.
TP down, yeah.
Yeah, this is looking like maybe a kill here. Let's see if they can convert upon it. Although 33 going for the turnaround, pops the epicenter, trying to get on top of Theodical. That's not going to work out for them, though. He is just going to die, and it's a kill for Parker as well.
The Marsh Mage with the bubble, keeping Theodical alive. No, it's we might have to talk about that later. Oh, Chrysalis came through the Twin Gate. Parker, he does have 20 wand and a Lotus.
Yeah, Parker's going to keep himself alive for not much longer, though, as Whitemon finishes him off with a big old whip. And now they look over towards Puppy as well. Puppy also going to fall. That's going to be 2 kills. Nice shackle from Theodical, but just comes in too late to save either of his teammates. And over towards the middle lane, 33 is TPing in onto Supreme here. They're looking to try and bring down the Dragon Knight. Do they have the damage, though? BZM trying to catch him out with the right clicks, with the damage coming on through. And they will finish him off. 3 heroes on the side of Secret just disappearing across the map right now. Make it full. Theodical goes down as well.
And Parker just TP straight into the mid lane. Oh, they missed the Sprout, though.
That's a sigh of relief for Parker, I would say, but BZM's not
He would
leaving
have
him
died
alone,
if
is
that
he?
Sprout hit. Yeah, he would have died if that Sprout connected. Based on the position, I mean, you actually probably have one tree to cut because you're surrounded by trees. It's not as easy. You might need like a Ko and a Tango to get out of it, but it happens. I think the main thing there for Tundra was just showing the speed of their play, right? Like, yes, they lose a hero bottom, but instantly double twin gating on the carry in the position 5, bringing in that additional damage, not allowing Parker to feel comfortable under his tower after getting a kill. I think obviously some other teams there would have probably just sat back and gone, you know what, offlaner died, let's chill. Let's just hit creeps, but they kill bottom, they kill mid. From a secret initiated fight, they lose way more, but across the entire map. Supreme though with the DK playstyle, you die, you respawn, straight back at the tower. It's truly quite riveting Dota, but of course this is a very good Mage Slayer game, very good Blink game. Even Orchid potentially, if he's able to get it. And these 3 items are pretty much the core items for a Corrosive Dragon.
Yeah, very different to how it's played in the other facets. BZM doing his best to kind of stay efficient. You know, you want to keep farming, you want to keep the money coming in, but at the same time, you don't want to lose your tower, so... It's going to be frustrating. Rune's going to be top. Will be a regen. AKA a farming rune.
Look how early 33 is playing with his team. The Vanguard phase boot sanking at 10 minutes, just running around the enemy jungle. Yeah, sure he's not like farming the camps, but he's just putting his kind of his body in a position of, you know what, I can take that fight, and
Well, Mixer.
tickling Mixer a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's Epicenter's coming through now as well. The surge is out from Mixer, and there's the shield coming out from the Marsh Mages, also helping him out a lot, keeping him alive as in the sidelines. Oh, kind of blocking him, so getting blocked by the illusion actually here. Saxa getting extremely low. Nice shackle shot from the Core as well. They need a bit more to finish off Saxa here. Saxa's just going to be able to walk himself back. Supreme, got to be careful. Don't want to step too far forward here as Tundra still have plenty of health to work with. The 4 of them standing together, BZM ready to just punish anybody that overextends. Secret will respect that, and we'll just focus on keeping the tower alive rather than going for any aggressive plays.
Secret needs to be so careful. They like when you look at hero to hero, they don't have the damage. If you throw all heroes into like a massive fight in the mid lane, Tundra will be able to take the edge at the moment. Secret need a couple more items to be able to deal with the damage that Tundra has, like Sanking, Ringmaster, you know, Gyrocopter as well. Like, it is devastating. And as I say that, Supreme steps up into the river once again, but
yeah, he tried to get a few more hits off on the tower, and to be fair, looks like it works. Actually, Saxa's going to fall. Nice movements from Theolacore. Finds his target, finds his man.
A little bit of poking from Chrysalis. I apologize, I'm trying to drag the Observer around, but Tundra is, you know, trying to take a fight in every single lane.
Yeah, they're very far ahead at the moment, now making sure that Secret feel it.
Wait, so technically, if Puppy does get 4 Marsh Mages, and he perfectly executes on the layering, he is just going to have what? What's max level?
240. So that's
Jesus.
1,000 damage absorbed.
Plus 50%
Wait, no,
heal when it pops.
50% of the absorbent, man. Oh, it heals for... Oh, 50. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So it's 240, and then it heals for 120 if the full thing gets popped.
Okay, so...
Just imagine
magic
Sanking
damage shield
epicentering.
plus, yeah.
Like, Sanking's already one of those, like, volatile heroes where it's like, you don't really feel the effect of Sanking epicenter in, like, a losing game. Now you throw in a Chen who's putting in, like, a Hand of God plus, like, triple Marsh Mage, bubbles. I don't know, that's... Conceptually, it sounds really cool. But to execute in the chaos of a fight, of course, is a whole other argument. Even throwing in the Centaur, by the way, the small Centaur, gives 10% magic resistance. So Puppy is fully creeping up.
Anti-33 build, isn't
He's
he?
anti-33, exactly, yes.
Interesting. We'll see how that pays off. Obviously, the heal's not going to be very valuable against or with Medusa on your team. She doesn't really care about her health, but other than that, pretty nice. And cool read from Puppy. We'll see how it works out for him. Meanwhile, the cores on the side of Secret, where are they at? I mean, Supreme, we've got the Heaven's Halberd on the Darks here on Mixer. Supreme, he's just taken his middle tower at last, and is now with the Blink Dagger looking up towards the top lane. So this should be a a play coming out for Secret. We'll see how it works out for them. BZM will be a great target to catch. Has got the blink with the refractions. They need to get through the shield, and they will not be able to do so. BZM gets out. Although, over on the sideline, 33 actually moving in aggressively here, going for the ultimate, but Chen's there with the heals, trying to keep him alive, but the shields will not be enough, and now Puppy's in trouble as well. Right clicks come in from BZM, from Saxa, and they will bring down Puppy as well. Now just 3 left on the side of Secret. They're looking for Theolical, going deep under tower here. 33 doesn't give a shit about no tier 2s, but maybe he should, especially with Parker letting go with the Stone Gaze, chasing back Tundra, but Tundra still handing their ground here. 33 just doesn't really seem to care about anything. Will finally back himself away, realizing there's nothing more for them to get here. But again, another successful fight from the side of Tundra, answering Secret's aggression very nicely.
When you look at kind of Tundra's draft, it's like you would argue, where is their front line? Where is their hero to step up? But the way that 33's itemized his Sand King, going for the phase Crimson Guard, it solves all that problem, right? The kind of the chip damage that you see from DK Medusa in the early game is somewhat fully nullified, right? And it really just pushes the rest of his team forward. And 6,000 gold lead at 15-minute mark. We'll see if they can continue this, quality of aggression. As at least for Secret's sake, Parker is keeping up with net worth. Like Chrysalis farming a Storm, 9,000 net worth soon. But Parker, he's doing okay. The issue is it's just him versus 3 equally farmed Tundra cores.
Yeah, and both of his cores are
yeah.
They're not looking great.
They're not. Luckily, these heroes can still play from behind though. Like a Darkseer in a losing game, as long as you get that good wall onto a TA or whoever, you can turn it around. Sure, Jericho isn't the best target. We'll see. Chrysalis pushes out bot wave. Maybe he gets caught. He's showing on the Lotus pool. Staying for the Lotus.
Can't resist those Lotuses. They're always a trap, guys.
Never what? What?
Damn, they just saw him at the last minute there, but yeah, they'd already kind of run back already. That was very awkward.
That was so close. Alright, this is where we need the communication. Someone on the team said something about that tower, which made Puppy click left. Whoever said tower accidentally allowed Chrysalis to live. Whew. Dota, all about the smallest of margins.
Could have been a huge kill there for Team Secret away back into the game. Instead, they'll just have to settle for this tier 1 instead.
Also, I meant to say staying for the Lotus, not showing for the Lotus, but that's fine. We can edit that. Supreme, TPing mid with Iron Shell, and push out the waves.
Yeah, he's trying to be a brave dragon. It's pretty tough in a game where you're this far behind. There's so much damage coming out on the side of Tundra. You don't feel like a big scary dragon, really. Feels like you can be killed pretty easily. On 17 minutes now. Diffusal Blade going to be the next pickup for Parker. He's not too far away from it either, to be honest.
Yeah, he was initially thinking of Butterfly, but that's a little optimistic, right? With the state of the game, buying Butterfly already into like a Crimson Guard, are you really gonna do enough damage? Diffusal Blade, you break the mana of a Sand King, suddenly he's gonna be out of position. Same thing for a tier. Like they're all pretty low mana pool heroes. We'll see if they can get this item throughout the next fight. Use it successfully. That's the better way of wording it. Roshan is getting hit.
To Roche. I don't think they're going to get here in time though. Power Shot's going to reveal everything. Theolical said that. Sorry, we're a little too late, lads. And they'll just back themselves away.
Saxa just TPs into the middle of them, reveals all with the Curse of the Old Growth, and
oh, Theolical's just dead on the side. Supreme needs to back away as well. He's just trying to escape as 33 goes in hard, trying to finish off Mixer. Mixer, well, Hand of God might just keep him alive. Nope, never mind. There's a flak chasing him down. Mixer's going to go down as well. It is just Parker and Puppy left alive. The 2 Ps holding down the fort, and well, they are just not letting Parker get away this time around. They want to finish him off here. The traps are out, the damage is in. The entirety of Tundra running up the high ground and killing off the Medusa. They'll finish off Puppy as well, making it a full 5-man team wipe from the side of Tundra.
Ooh.
And a pause to go with it as well, just to really let that one sink in.
It's probably not BM, I promise you. But the start of the fight was pretty cool, right? From Saxo, right? He just TPs into a really nice kind of tree spot, hiding himself, pops out a shard to enable the vision. Okay, where's the fight? Can we take it? They're out of position, then they jump. They weren't jumping with a Sand King. They weren't trying to throw spells in blindly. They get the correct vision, then they execute. And of course, like we said before, Tundra, they have so much more damage, so much more kill threat at this stage of the game that for Secret, if this was like a 3k lead, you'd probably say, you know what, Secret could take the fight. But the fact that they've lost 3-4 fights in a row, haven't set up their own game, that we were worried that they wouldn't be able to do, it feels like they need to somehow skip waves. But skipping waves against a Jari pushing, a Sand King pushing, like waves are always going to be shoved into your face that you never get to kind of escape your own kind of bundle of 5 heroes. This is going to be a very difficult phase of the game now for Secret. They're pretty much playing for the hope of a bad high ground dive from Tundra, it feels like.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that this game 1 is in a pretty difficult position now for Secret. I don't see many ways of them to actually take this one back. It's going to be reliant on, maybe they can force a mistake out of Tundra. Maybe they can make some high ground plays happen. You've always got the Medusa aspect.
Yeah, Parker just needs a Skadi, a Satanic, a Butterfly, and they're dying bot lane. This is all for Parker to have.
That was so good. I don't even know how he thought they had the ward on the high ground. That's a really... Sheesh. Like the max range on the Burrow Strike there to find the +1 kill onto the DK.
That's good. Sand King, somewhat... You don't see it... I mean, you see it a couple times, but when you get a good Sand King player, they do take the hero to like another level for sure. Not everyone can be a good Sand King player.
Very true.
I just like the fact that he bought FaZe Crimson and was just running around the map. Just it felt like he was playing like a Tusk, like just soaking up in engagement, starting fights.
Yeah, creating
it was very impressive.
No, they're just stacking up onto the Medusa here. She's going to need some help, and that help's going to come in the form of Fiolicor. Somehow not landing with that shackle shot, though. And there's the save coming out from Whitemon. The ulti thrown down as well, just to fear up Fiolicor, and it's going to blow and take down Fiolicor as Mixer dies elsewhere on the map as well. It's another hero dead. My god. That is 3 heroes dead on the side of Team Secret. And Medusa now also going to get dropped. I mean, Hand of God's going to come down. Maybe that's enough to save the day. Parker on the run, trying to get out. Ooh, 33's just not letting this one go, but maybe he will have to. Mango's coming out from I'm not sure. Somebody came in with a mango delivery service there for Parker. May have kept him alive. I'm not sure, but either way. We'll hold this high ground at least. Not holding much else in the map, though. Goodness gracious.
We not really spoke about Sax's build, by the way, but do you want to talk about the fact that he's just becoming another core on the Nature's Prophet?
The Nature's Prophet who's richer than Supreme and Mixer. Yeah.
Who just went Mjolnir. And he's going to out-farm the Medusa in like 3 minutes time, yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty much, well, he's one of the reasons why they have a 23k gold advantage at 21 minutes into the game.
Alright, here's the smoke up from Secret. 4 heroes. Parker not smoked though. He's pushing out the bot wave. They're down 23,000 gold. The scoreline's 4-17. They win this fight, they play for another 10. They lose, it's GG. Puppy's dead.
Okay, not a great start.
No. Alright, your turn. Take it away, boss.
Alright, I'll try to build this exam while heading out onto the map whilst Chrysalis goes onto their high ground. I'm sure this will work out fine. Options are limited. Oh, double damage TA as well. Great, okay. Whilst Saxa continues to farm in the jungle. His team are going high ground, and he's still hitting creeps. But hey, they're going to perhaps a good target here. Nice vacuum back. 33 is low. The box comes out from Whitemon once again and catching out on Supreme as well. A little bit of extra damage might be needed. Nope, it won't. Whitemon can blow him up with the ultimate regardless. So Supreme is gone. 33 running away. He's actually going to survive. Here comes a tonic from the Ringmaster, keeping him healthy, giving him that strength, and getting him the TP out. So they won't even bring down the Sand King. As tip comes out to Saxus, he's just farming through the whole thing. He's just in the jungle.
I can't get over the fact that he's just jungling the entire time. Like, this is where I would, like, if we had like the secondary obs right now, this camera would just be on Nature's Prophet. He's just been A-clicking. Do you think? Okay, now the thing is, do you think he was A-clicking jungle whilst watching the fight, or A-clicking jungle and just properly staring at his own hero? Like, do you think he actually watched the fight at all? I was like, I trust you guys. I'm just gonna farm.
I think he's not even in Dota anymore. I think he's got a second screen open. He's watching some ASMR videos and hitting creeps.
Shift having his entire way through the jungle, it seems. Okay.
Now the jungle,
AFK
the jungle camps
Prophet
have led him closer to the enemy team. That might be the only way to get him to fight. Oh, thank goodness.
See, look, he's now at the top. I just want him to overtake the Medusa with this very epic gameplay. He did have one really cool TP though to mid, and now his team is going back onto the mid lane, killing the Darkseer. We're busy watching Nature's Prophet, but the 4-man of Tundra is beating the 5-man of Secret.
Yeah, I genuinely think they're just memeing at this point. Like, I think Tundra are just having fun. Just trying to win without
he's leaving the jungle. He's leaving the jungle.
Hold on. He's trying to break down Supreme. He's just decided that he's not allowed to play with his team. That seems to be the rules of engagement here.
Oh, but now he doesn't have mana. I think you're gonna go back to the jungle safely. Yeah, he's leaving.
There you go. Get back in there, son. Hit some jungle camps. You've made your contribution to the game for the next 10 minutes.
Oh,
there we go.
Back to the triangle. Yeah, keep farming, Saxa. Woohoo! Let's go.
He knows what's up. Aghanim Scepter is Aghanim Scepter with double Staff of Wizardry. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Hurricane Pike.
Oh, I see.
No, have you not seen that competitively? Where you buy 2 big ticket items at the same time?
Yeah, I haven't. Wait, he's bringing. No, those weren't his. Those belong to.
His? Oh, there's someone else's items. Oh, there was
the
Sand King's items. Okay. I was gonna wonder where that gold came from.
Yeah, I was confused.
I was hyping it up. It's alright. So that's Sand King axe, nice.
33 expects him to be his courier. He was just like, no, I'm going jungle. Well, the fight is breaking out once again as Chrysalis and Parker just kind of taking chunks out of each other. The other guys on the side.
Oh, Saxon into the high ground.
Oh, damage coming out on Supreme here. Supreme is just getting killed off by BZM pretty much alone. Saxa on the high ground. Takes down 1, takes down 2, looks to Mixer as well. Mixer will fall. And now it's going to be all 5 heroes dead on the side of Secret. Not a close game here as Tundra just demolished Team Secret in game number 1.
Yeah, it was a little bit rough if you are a Secret fan, of course. You know, coming into this, Tundra, they had aggression built into the lineup. They were able to break down the map.
And I'm worried for Mixer in that point where he's going to come out of the lane on top and then be like, oh, I actually can't keep playing the map like I want to.
But that's
that
the
could
thing.
be awkward as well.
I think he will. I think he has to keep playing the map. I think even if he doesn't get the kill, if he stops to hit creeps and to slow his own game, that's when I think Tundra are at their happiest. Like the Primal,
exactly.
We're expecting him to farm, but I want him to be so chaotic. I want him to like charge under the Invoker mid lane. I want him to be going top. Like if he's not in every lane in the first 15 minutes, then that's when Secret's gonna have problems. Like I want him to just be the most annoying human being to ever exist in this game. Like that's how I see Secret winning, through Mixer. Like if they win, he will be the MVP. Like that's how I'm just envisioning them winning. No pressure, Mixer, by the way. No pressure. It's game 2.
No pressure, just win the game.
Yeah, just win the game. Just solo win the game for your team. Like, once you overcome that early game aggression that we expect from Tundra, like, you know, Terrorblade late game into Prophet is okay. Into ET is going to be very difficult. Into Cataclysm will be difficult. But if you have like a 4-staff on your team, you disjoint that in that spell combo, suddenly, you know, the late game looks playable for Secret. It's not like they're going to be outscaled. It's just getting to the point of scaling is very difficult for them.
Well, we'll see if they can make that one happen this time around. Theodoric already taking some clicks here from Chrysalis to start things off. A little taste of how this game's going to go for them. Mix is going to be very aggressive. He's already got the Observer Ward down here, and he's just going to try and take down the wave straight off the bat, or at least get themselves a range creep. A little bit of damage onto Chrysalis. 2 creeps already killed. It's going to give Chrysalis one of the denies, so... Okay, 2 for 2 on the first lane. 2 creeps killed, 2 creeps denied. A little awkward for Team Secret, I would say. Mid, BZM versus Supreme, Invoker versus the Storm Spirit. This is going to be a matchup which is going to start off pretty even. I think the Invoker will start to pull ahead after a couple of levels. We'll see if Supreme can start to respond to that.
Oh,
some power runes will make a difference in his lane. Well, again, very busy on Saxa here, and that'll be a first blood coming through for Parker. Exactly what you want to be seeing for Team Secret here. Good recovery from last game. Starting things up with a kill. Going to be good for the old mental game. We're feeling good about that one.
Yeah, but also Puppy's starting with the shards, right? It's like you shard him down, you have to chase him. There's no tag team. Windrunners are going for the power shot level 1 due to the facet, just to try and be a bit more annoying. They're not going for Windrun. So we're seeing so many small little changes between the heroes that are making the laning so different. But now Puppy level 2. Oh, actually, he doesn't even go... Oh, he's gone drinking buddies. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. Sorry, my bad. I'm just really bad at reading.
That's fine. But no, it's going to be really good. This game is 33. It's just going to be dying. But is Parker going to die in response? Saxa really wants to finish the job. The double boards are upon him as well. I don't know if there's a way out of it. Nice Sunstrike coming out from BZM. Kills off Parker. It wouldn't have been too bad if Saxa actually got the kill there. But the fact that BZM gets that kill kind of makes that not at all a bad trade for Tundra in the top lane. In fact, I think I'll be quite happy with that one.
We need to spend a little bit of time and think about this drinking buddies, okay? So drinking
Can I
buddies.
say my thingy about it first? Get in there.
It might be the best point, but I'll let you take it.
I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna take the low-hanging fruit because that's what I do best.
Take it. Go on.
It can slide them out the way of the sunstrikes.
Exactly.
The cataclysms. Oh, I did get it. Nice.
No, you did get it. Congratulations. But that is like I'm trying to think. It's like tag team is so much better for laning, but if there ever was a time to take drinking buddies against an Invoker with Cataclysm, against even like a Beastmaster, like you hit that raw, all you need to do is reposition them and save them with Snowball. It doesn't matter where they go, it doesn't matter like what happens, as long as they go to Snowball, they're okay. So against Beastmaster, against Invoker, it does make sense, but you are trading a much weaker lane, as you're not utilizing that move slow when you punch them, the bonus damage. I think if Puppy can't execute on it, it will be a showcase of a weaker facet has life, depending on the matchup.
Ooh, and Saxa may have gotten a bit carried away going for this play here. And Sunstrike is coming down, but it's not quite going to make the difference here as Puppy's staying alive, and Saxa will be the one to drop instead. A little bit baited by just going constantly for the power shots onto the Tusk, but Puppy playing it very nicely and catching Saxa off guard, netting them another kill up here in the top lane.
Good pressure. I think it's when these moments happen where it's like an uncharacteristic facet or like an uncommon facet's picked up. You're like, wait, what? Like, how often do you play into a shard and snowball Tusk at level 2? Like, it's always tag team plus one of the other spells. I think that is probably catching the Windrunner off guard a little bit. He's just not used to having that much control on the Tusk.
You're cool. Oh, okay. Not the greatest trees there from Chrysalis. Is trying to catch him on the other side, but ended up just kind of pushing him away and letting him out. More difficult. So 4 minutes on this one, and yeah, little advantage for Secret here. A nice lane up in the top side. Chrysalis doing very well down at bottom though. Mixer's really been unable to get too much aggression coming out so far. White one is just bullying Theodoric. Look at this man. It's all the way under tower.
No, White one is doing a lot in this lane. I think he's enabling the Prophet to feel a little bit stronger. But with the marching machines plus the hill, Theodoric, you gotta be careful. Ooh, that Sprout actually kind of saving Theodoric a little bit there. Prevented Whiteman from getting in range to to get the
that
punch.
last punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. That's the second time which Crystal has had one of these, so you know, theoretical. He's going to be happy about the mistakes being made. Keeps him alive for now.
Oh, Sunstrike.
Sunstrike doesn't land. Why? Well, you see, trying to force it out there. That was really funny. Just charging at theoretical. Be like, come on, just move back just a little bit.
All right, I think we might need to get better at this because us just blindly saying Sunstrike is a true test to Webpass, you know, observing, right? He has to blindly guess, like, okay, who's low enough HP? Where am I going? You know? Should we specify? Nah, we'll keep it hard, man.
Nah,
We'll just say Sunstrike.
he's a seasoned
yeah,
pro.
true. Yeah, he checks health bars. He's good. He's good.
Day one in observer training is watching health bars.
What if he's Sunstriking the full HP guy to set up the
start
start, like to blink cancel? Yeah, thoughts? Oh, bot lane though. That's a big fight. We should think about this one.
It is, yeah, the TP rotation from Parker, utilizing that gate and jumping down onto Chrysalis. Chrysalis trying to find a way out of this one, but I don't know if there is one. Will get a kill on his way out onto Theolicor, but still getting dropped. And now Parker, along with the catapult, can look to do some serious damage to this bottom tier 1 tower.
Yeah, and we're asking about like the whole Terrorblade picking into Beastmaster, and all this kind of shenanigans. Here it is, right? Like he gets 4 kills in the first 6 minutes. He left top lane when Beastmaster has levels because the Axis can now pressure him, but he rotates bottom. He's doing a lot compared to the Medusa game. This is, you know, a night and day difference. From 33 is not opting to go for the Helm of Dom to start with. Based on the state of the game, he wants to scale, ensure that he is at fighting form as early as possible. The build for Beastmaster is if you can buy Dominator and take your enemy safe lane tower and mid tower, you would buy Dom. If you can't take those towers, you go straight for the Aghanims. And you rarely really go Overlord. I think there has been a couple times people have experimented with Overlord, but it does feel like 33 defaults always wants the Aghanims to ensure he can to not put himself on this kind of like timer in the game.
Absolutely. You're always playing against these illusion carry. Well, yeah, the illusion carry at the moment anyway. Playing against the Terrorblade. Always going to feel really nice to have his Aghanim Scepter to just help out a bit against all those illusions attacking. You can get in on his face. It's going to be very hard for Parker to play the fight.
Puppy. Walking middle. Gets a nice little D-ward.
Senses something's wrong.
Oh, bot lane, they're going onto Chrysalis. Half HP. Trampling. Doesn't want to pulverize him yet. Pulverizing him now. Punch.
Oh, no. Yes, it is enough. They will take him down. The March, plus the laser, plus the pulverize. Everything being used to bring down Chrysalis here. And another kill coming in for Secret. Not a good time for the Prophet so far.
I kind of forgot that I was doing official casting for a second. I just started making sounds and getting really energetic about Primal Beast using spells.
I liked it. I was enjoying it. I enjoyed the T-Guff and play-by-play.
I don't know. I'll wait until see what chat says, but it's very emotional. It's how I play Dota, you know? Making sounds just makes Dota so much more fun.
Truly. A lot of heroes gathered around mid. What's Mixer up to? Where's he going? What's his plan?
Hey, we said we wanted him to be in all lanes by 15 minutes. He only been in bot lane so far, so he's off. He's looking. Stealing stacks.
Okay, Wymon really has good been to spotted. Stacks. Mixer's like, ugh, fine. I guess we'll go kill this dude. But 33's on the watch as well. He's gonna go straight in with the
drinking body save.
A drinking body save onto the Sunstrike. But it's not going to make a difference, though, as they have got the Shackle Shot, the Meteor, too much damage onto Mixer here. Focused Power Shot finishes the job, and they will kill off the Dinosaur. So Mixer overextends a little too hard here. Tundra responding and ousting Secret from their triangle, keeping their stacks alive in the process.
Yeah, there is a lot of damage that Tundra can provide, which is kind of non-committal, right? You're going to have later in, you're going to have Wrath of Nature, you've got Power Shot, even the ET Spirit to amp it all up. If you're not cleanly locking onto a hero, you might even go to half HP before Tundra enters the fight. And that's exactly what happened to Mixer. Nice shards though to eat through a little bit of that win run, plus the body blocks.
They should take it down here.
Parking out on a killing spree, 5-1-0. Yasha and Diadem complete. Only needs the recipe. 1200 gold away now from his Manta. Potentially 12 minutes. It is a very, very farmed Terrorblade.
He's having a wonderful start to this game. Won the lane, moved down bottom, killed enemy carry, took the tower, just doing it all at the moment. You give this man a good lane, and he is going to do good things with it. Whitemon getting chased down once again into the enemy triangle. We've seen this one before. Didn't end well last time, but this time, just a clean kill onto Whitemon and then backing themselves away. I said the Olicor's going very, very deep here and just kind of forcing the issue a little bit. Those machines come down and it's just such good area control, area denial.
Yeah, I mean, Tundra, they're kind of weathering the storm for a little bit, right? They have a Midas from the mid laner, right? Natural build for Invoker. You want the levels. You want to be able to scale up as quick as possible. So 30 speed's going for Aghanims. Like, no core on Tundra is going, my first item will make me enter the game, right? It's expensive item for Beastmaster. It's a farming item for both the Invoker and the Prophet, which give a decent window for Secret to remind Tundra that they do have a slight requirement of farm before they can take a lot of fights. Teodoro with the TP, bottle refills aren't possible, but if you take the bottle back to base manually, you can. So the Tinker is a very good pick for that reason. Just break the game. They probably will remove refilling bottles that you don't own at some point in the future, if Valve doesn't like that mechanic.
They will decide, make a judgment.
Yes.
We'll see
It's
if
only
they
one
take
hero
mercy on
though.
the Tinker players.
Yeah, they'll probably leave it, but just takes one bad in-house and that that shit's deleted.
Valve in-house is the secret way which Dota is balanced, which nobody knows.
You know what's the cool thing when we at TI there was like a tour you got to go around, and I think during our tour there was a kind of a lobby game about to happen. I was like, damn, that's so cool. We didn't obviously we weren't allowed to look at it or see it, right? But we saw them all in the lobby with their names and 10 people. I'm like, all right, good luck, have fun.
The Valve weekly 5v5s in office. Well, the pace has dropped a little bit here from Secret, I would say, but they're trying to find some action again. Smoke up on the on Supreme and Puppy. They're going to take the portal up to the top side and see if they can make a play onto 33. Would be a great time to kill him as well. He's so close to that Aghanim Scepter, and now the zip comes through, the damage comes in. Puppy and Supreme taking down 33, and they'll also get Saxer in the meantime as Parker wraps around as well. 2 clean kills up on the top side, keep their tower alive, slow down that Aghanim Scepter on the Beastmaster as well. Really nice stuff coming out from Team Secret as they continue to take control of this game.
Sacrificing their map position, but just ensuring that they get the kills needed, right? It's like they've ignored Chrysalis for what, the last 5 minutes of the game, but I don't think they care about him, right? Because in their mind it's, we have a primal beast to always get on top of him, we have a storm that can jump him, so as long as our games are good and our core farm is like strong, Prophet is not the problem in this game. It's about stopping 33 from conducting the early game with a 12-minute axe that we often see him.
100%.
Honestly, I like the way that Secret are playing. Like this, when you think about game 1 to game 2, is it the same team? I don't know. Like, they're making good moves this game. Game 1 it was very lackluster.
I'm feeling game 1.
Oh wait, hold on. I spoke too soon.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, hold.
Mixer. Yeah, he's not getting out of this one. He doesn't have charge available. Got interrupted. See you later, buddy. Tried to make him play onto Chrysalis. BZM caught him out, read the move perfectly, and got himself a kill in the process. So Chrysalis going to be happy about that. And
stand by what I said.
Yeah, a little bit.
13 minutes and 40 seconds into the game, they were making very good moves.
Saxer going for a tower here, somewhat bravely, I would say. Bravely being the nicest word I can use here, as he is going to get killed off. Rotation's forced though. The tower is still very much alive.
That's one of those steps where it's like you convince yourself. It's like, don't worry, man. My Beastmaster farm is back, and I'm all good. And they are supposed to push 2. They need the Beastmaster to get very close to actually utilize Raw. So trying to jump a Storm Spirit should, in theory, be quite difficult. But if they kill Mixer again, if like he dies bot, he pushes his wave. Like, let's say he goes to the jungle camp right next to that wave. theory, he could go down, but with Storm and Tinker, it's such an awkward moment. 33, gotta be careful.
Both teams smoked up here. Looks like Parker's going to come in from the side. There is Radiant Vision here, so they're going to be pretty confused because Terrible just walked into the trees and then didn't come out the other side from their view, so I'm sure they understand what's going on by this point, and they will not be showing in this bottom lane. Mixer and Puppy running forwards, trying to look for a target. They could still find 33 here, but no, they don't fully commit to this movement into the jungle. Whitemon, they'll get something. Finally, they get something. But it's a very low meaning kill, especially with the amount of time they've been smoked, they've been finding stuff on the map. But they can turn this into a Tormentor, then it's going to feel pretty good, and that looks like exactly what they're going to do. There is a ward here, so potential for Sunstrikes is there if anybody gets low enough for it. I was trying to steal it, doesn't work.
And the ult connects a lot later, which also now will reveal the ward. Puppy can get it. I mean, the start of that smoke was a little bit tense, right? Because Saxo was showing top on Windrunner. Sure, Prophet can TP in, but Invoker had just put Forward Spirits into mid lane. So you can kind of guess from Secrets, like, well, you see Invoker mid, you see Windrunner top. So worst case is a 3v3, but you have the tier 1 tower. So I was surprised that Supreme didn't just commit to that engagement, but they are going on top.
Nice moves.
We're trying to get Saxo.
Yeah, I like the sidestep for the shards there. Really reading that one well. There's sharded shards are very, very scary.
Yeah. And also, if you look at Puppy's build, it's also one of the reasons why Tusk players will max shards after the snowball. It's because if you do win the 50-50 from taking Tormentor, only having 1 point in shards with a 23-second cooldown doesn't feel too good. So kind of preemptively leveling your shards in the hope you win the trade is actually very, very good. There are some games that, of course, maxing snowball will be beneficial, having additional saves on a lower cooldown. But on average, playing for the Tormentor shard is very nice.
And we goes one next on Puppy, whether he links that Bling Dagger. I would imagine he does.
Oh, BZM just goes straight for the Ags. Like normally with the mid invokers, it's like Midas into Atos. You play some like cheap fight, then you get Ags after. But he has fully committed to, you know what? My team will get a Raw. My team will get that sleep.
Especially because multiple forms of setup, right?
Yeah, many. And Whiteman's gone for 3 points in the Echo Stomp. So he's not trying to go for like the Spirit build with some punches. Like he's fully playing for the, I will get you the sleep, you will get the kills. Parker has to be careful. He's only got 1500 HP on the Terrorblade. Like, Puppy needs the best position.
He's just running at Whitemon and cuts him down. My God, but elsewhere on the map, a kill into BZM. That's a much bigger news here. So they reveal that Atos on Saxo and bring down Supreme.
BZM got the kill. Not kill on the BZM.
Yes.
Supreme died.
Supreme died. Bottom lane.
Mixer.
They're chasing. Mixer, he's going to be okay under tower here, though. He's of course got his back. Although I say that, the roar comes out, but there's the snowball coming through, stopping the Cataclysm from connecting. Puppy has BZM's number, saves the two of them, and now they can look for the turnaround. Chrysalis is dead. Let me over towards Saxo as well. Saxo trying to get his way out of this one. Windrun just comes available now, and that's going to get him out of danger. So it is just going to be the Chrysalis falling, and nobody else are going down on the side of Tundra. But what a snowball coming out from Puppy, catching two of them inside the snowball, saving them from the Cataclysm. Beautiful stuff.
I mean, this is why Dota is so beautiful, right? It's like tag team is the facet for the hero. Drinking buddies is redundant. No one cares about it anymore, right? After TI, after it dominated, it got nerfed to the ground, right? It got cast rage. But this is the perfect game for it, and Puppy is showcasing that some concepts in Dota that are, you know, statistically not good, in the right hands against the right heroes, they can pop off. And Puppy, he's showing it right now, and they find 33 as well in the bot with a
great target.
Yeah.
Beastmaster to fall here. Parker gets himself another kill. 8-1-3 in this game, by the way, on this Terrorblade at the moment. He's having a wonderful, wonderful game. Manstyle coming out. He's got himself the Dragon Lance. That'll be going towards the Pike very shortly. That's on the way in. So, yeah, he is just the Giga carry, which he always loves being, Parker. Chrysalis, meanwhile, just not in a similar state of affairs. The Mjolnir is complete. The Dragon Lance is there, but he can't stand his ground against anybody, it feels like.
Not yet, at least. Down the line, get a BKB, get a Satanic. Will help out a little bit. It's a Primal and Tusk, BKB piercing stuns. You have to be careful. All of the momentum on Secret is based around Puppy's positioning. He needs to needs to be ready. He needs to save. Drinking buddies. Oh, no mana for both of you.
Unlucky.
Yeah, he lost his vision to be able to snowball. Oh, Sunstrike bottom. Oh!
Bye bye Supreme.
Kind of styling on him a little bit there.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Try to go into for the play onto Chrysalis, but not working out at all. That's a pretty big deal, honestly. Like, Storm Spirit dying in that fashion is just a real thorn in Secret's side. They wanted to start really playing the map here. They got a bit of an advantage. They picked up some really key item timings. They should be making Tundra sweat, but with the dead Storm Spirit, there ain't much you can do. Got to give them even longer now to recover, to find plays of their own on Tundra. And Tundra, of course, going to make full usage of that time they've just been given.
Again, all of Tundra's fight will be about how do they find the Tusk. Tusk is going to be the MVP of every engagement. We've already spoke to great lengths about the drinking bodies, the repositioning, the snowball save. So if Tundra wants to take that engagement, it's not as simple as their draft says, right? It's not a roar and cataclysm. They need someone to find the backline, to survive the primal defensive nature of the storm jump, to force the Tusk away, and then you go for a kill. But that is very hard to replicate. But of course, vision will be key. So down the line, Nature's Prophet with a shard, with a BKB. We'll probably expect Chrysalis to go a little bit crazy in the fight, but maybe even die at the start. But the information he'll provide his team will unlock the engagement to be beneficial for the side of Tundra. And another pause. Another microphone for Tundra. Do they have a peripheral sponsor? They ain't looking too good right now.
Sounds like they need one.
Yeah, they are desperate for some. Well, they do. Alright, I won't say which one it is though, but
not the best advertisement.
Don't worry, it's not the same as ESL, so it's fine. We're not indirectly flaming ESL. True, actually, that's actually pretty bad, right? Like, imagine you're a pro player and you keep saying mic issue. Like, surely the sponsor, like, you guys, you're making us look bad.
Just say something else. Say it's
say
speaker issue. Yeah. Why not?
Say Discord or something. Blame the application, but not the tools.
Secret are fully smoked at the moment, by the way. Other than Tink, who doesn't count. These four heroes are ready to rock and roll and make something happen. Will they just run into Saxa once again, though? How many ganks can Saxa tank in one game? Well, it's going to be yet another by the looks of it. She comes running up the high ground, practically offering herself up on a silver platter. And that is not a dish in which Secret can refuse. I'll bring her down. The 5-man gank onto Saxa, successful. Now, usually when Secret do this, they're looking for some sort of follow-up objective, but I don't really see what that is at the moment, so...
It might be Roshan. Again, Roshan is weaker because tag team, it buffs up everyone. Drinking buddies will tag up one hero. If you do bring in your entire team, it will fall. So that is Secret's objective after winning on a pick. Tundra have scanned it. So they might throw out a cheeky cataclysm for the fun, but we'll see. No, they're not.
No,
they scanned it and decided, yeah, we'll let them have it.
So there you go. 5-man gank on the middle lane, straight into Roshan. That was the objective. Trying to see a little bit into how Secret is strategizing this game.
They found Beastmaster.
They certainly have, or has Beastmaster found Theolic? Just trying to run away, which he will do successfully. Nice play. Gets himself out.
Theolic did get the rearm off, so it was like, what, milliseconds away from getting another route, which would have bought enough time. So,
yeah. Very
good read there from 33 to roar as quick as possible and just hit that TP. And Parker, he just completed the Orchid on the Terrorblade. It's, of course, very aggressive. I'm trying to work out, like, is there an item that he wants to buy now to provide life? I think he doesn't care about tankiness because he's like, Puppy will save me every time. That's his mindset right now. Like, he doesn't care about BKBs or Scardies or anything like this. He just wants to be able to kill.
It's easier said than done, but that said, it's been a pretty kill-heavy game.
Oh, it doesn't cancel.
Oh, they might have they might have Supreme here again.
He has Aegis
is out. Yeah, that'll be the first life. Where's the rest of the team? Where is the ambulance? Here it comes, chasing away Team Tundra, getting them out the map. In fairness, that was a really nice play from Tundra. They get the Aegis, and they just get themselves away as quickly as possible. But down to the bottom lane, they're trying to make another play as the fortification comes out to allow the Oracle to get the TP in here. They use a warp flare, which actually ends up making things a little bit awkward, but in comes Poppy once again, saving one of them from the Cataclysm. The Tinker is not quite so lucky. He's just going to back himself away. Doesn't want anything. But Supreme, he's got to be careful. He just gets blown up. There's too much damage coming out from the side of Tundra. He wasn't ready for it. 33 finally falls, but Mixer looking like he's going to follow him to the grave. Whitemon just standing and delivering, tanking through the Pulverize and taking him down despite the tramples. Now the rest of Team Secret just need to leave. Although, Parker thinking of looking for an option here. Yeah, he's trying to be a little bit sneaky around the corner, but I'm not sure that's necessary. That said, he still wants to keep on fighting. He still wants to try to find a Clay on the sidelines here, and will absolutely be able to do so. Down goes Saxon, now looking for more. Orchid out onto BZM. BZM didn't know they had that. Now he's going to be dead as well. Parker gets a double kill. The three-man turnaround onto 5, working absolutely brilliantly for Team Secret, and they are back in the driving seat once again.
Parker's having an exceptional game. Poppy's having an exceptional game. We're going to have to be honest here. I think Supreme, he is struggling a little bit in this one. Like, we are seeing him playing alone, getting these like weird moments where he's dying bottom to an Invoker Sunstrike. Now he's taking the Aegis to top lane. Sure, he's trying to set up the start of the engagement for his team to go through the twin game, but he dies so quickly. To then go bottom to die as well, it's like that momentum that you can create. It feels like it's being hindered a little bit from the mid lane. Nice TP there from Christmas.
Yeah, Mixer charging towards him. Crest is like, not even sweating.
The main thing I'm trying to say here is I feel like if Secret were able to just bring 5 heroes to an engagement, they should just win the fight. Like, it doesn't need to be this hard. They're running around the entire map. Like, they're chasing Tundra, who are outplaying them on, like, the split push game. You know, sure, Parker just popped off in the bot side with a, you know, overextension from Tundra, but Secret, I think they just need to group up and go down a lane and try and create that 5-on-5. And it does look like they're trying to do it now. Bloodthorn's too complete on Parker. He's just running in.
Nice.
But they do have the double shackle.
Is it gonna make a difference though? Is it gonna set up for anything? I'm not too sure. Saxon just awkwardly sitting on the side, waiting for the sweet release of death. And it will come. Wards taken out. Secret once again, just not letting anything get the better of them. What a great match from them.
I mean, if there ever was a time for Tundra to try and fight, it's when you shackle Puppy to the guy he's trying to save. Like, obviously in that scenario, they weren't really in position to jump on it, but if they can create that movement again, Tundra will be pretty happy. Parker, with the meta, chipping down this tower. Manta dodging stomps just to try and look cool.
And take the tower.
And take the tower, yeah, come on.
But yes, absolutely style points. Move into the top lane as well. How long we got a Metamorphosis? Quite a while.
It should be 2 tier 2s being taken. Tundra. Just taking the weak objective on the map at the moment. It's like, okay, whatever. We'll take some random 30-minute tormentor. We can't really fight them. We can't defend our towers. And will Tundra try and be aggressive in this phase of the game, right? You see meta is on cooldown for a minute and a half. Storm already lost his Aegis in the prior engagement. If Tundra felt like they could take a fight, it would be now. If they don't fight in this window, you know that they're afraid. You know that they're kind of looking to drag out the game an extra 5-10 minutes to get another item.
It's a very aggressive move onto Whitemon there, and does take him lower than I maybe would have anticipated there. Just running it in Bloodthorn into Reflection, trying to kill him with that. Very rude. It's kind of ridiculous how much the Elder Titan does to himself because his own clone is then attacking him with natural order, so it's not pleasant.
Do you have a favorite neutral item yet for your games?
What do you mean at any tier?
Yeah, not enchantment, just artifact. Sorry. Yeah, like, do you have
Yeah,
like let's say up to tier 4. So let's ignore tier 5 items for now.
Fair enough.
Is there any
the two
tier?
I'm really enjoying out of the new ones are the Searing Signet. I think is really fun to play with.
Yep.
And Serrated Shield when I'm playing carry is just so nice. You just keep that right through to the late game.
Fair. I forgot you were a core player. I thought we were gonna have a moment just sharing our collective supporty thoughts, but I forgot you were a core
not
player.
relating at all. Which ones do you like?
I mean, as a support, the mana drought. Is it mana drought or draft? Drought.
Draft.
Wait,
This?
I don't know. The mana thing. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that one. Gossamer Cape and Tumblr Toy, and then Ninja Gear. They're my my favorites.
I do love Tumblr's Toy actually. I can always relate to Tumblr's Toy. I'll look at the new ones, but that one is nice.
I just like the fact that on Tumblr's Toy now, like let's say you do play a core role, you can take Tumblr Toy on a core and still have a good enchantment to be a core. But now you're like I saw Monkey Kings taking it, where they're springing around the map and tumbling. I'm like, come bro, chill. Stop being so elusive. Like mischief dodging stuff, tumbling, jumping. It's pretty annoying. Now the meta's back up. Parker by himself in the mid lane. Where is your puppy? Where is your puppy?
He's got no team. He's got no friends. He's got no fans. He's dead. 10 times godlike streak going to BZM. Hang on, what the hell is happening? Puppy's here as well. Way too late to help out his teammate, and he's gone as well. Oh no.
Ah, that's it. That's the moment that breaks the game. Everything was built around Puppy has to protect his Parker. If
He
Puppy
does.
no Parker, Parker no Parker, you know? And that makes sense. It doesn't, but still, you get the point. Parker cannot be anywhere on the map by himself. Oh, damn,
Flawless game from Parker so far, but yeah, just one moment caught out in the middle lane. Very deep from Tundra as well. I mean, now Psychopaths are so far down in this game, and they're just running down the middle lane. And Mixer, oh my god, that was close.
Very close.
Jesus. Okay.
And this is where not shutting down Chrysalis will be annoying for Secret at the later portions. It takes one pick off for Tundra, and Chrysalis, he's level 20. He's going to be going on the way to 25 soon. Get that extra tree and damage, and a bad death on Secret, you'll lose a Rax. A second bad death, you lose the game. Like, that is how stupid Nature's Prophet is. And if you're Secret, I think the fix from that fight is very simple. Do not allow your Terrorblade and Tusk to be on different parts of the map. They always have to be together. Which is maybe a reason why we've seen them be Supreme die a couple times, right? Because Tusk has to play with his Terrorblade, so Supreme has had to show himself on the lanes to push the wave, to kind of sacrifice himself to open up the game for Parker. And Roshan going the way of Tundra.
Yeah, this is bad news. Well, look
Yeah.
at this pickup from the Beast Man. There's a lot of interesting armor just come out. So 33 grabs himself a Ghost Scepter. He's got Ghost Scepter Glimmer Cape, by the way, on this Pos 3. As the fight takes fives here, and they're going to have to snowball pretty early, which means there won't be any saves if Cataclysm does come down. But, I mean, it's just Puppy down on the front lines now. Mixer jumping in deep, trying to find the Invoker. It's a great target, and the laser's going to find him. BCM is out of the fight. That is a big one. Supreme's got to be careful to back himself away as Parker just being scary on the front lines. The Chrysalis, BKB, TP away, the Stomp to slow them down. And that means that Chrysalis will escape with the Aegis, so we'll not be using that one just yet. The Oracle with the boots travel 2 just to get back into the fight as well. Oh, sorry, just keen conveyancing, of course, at level 2. But wow, it's
big.
Oh my god, Supreme going in deep here, trying to find Saxa. Saxa going to be okay for now, but there's a pulverize coming on down, and that'll be enough to cut off the Wind Ranger. Parker going for Chrysalis and taking him out on the side as well. Secret back in action here, wasting no time in getting themselves into the front lines, taking down Chrysalis once again. The Nature's Prophet is out for the count.
How did he get there, though? That's such a wild position for Chrysalis. He just walked into the middle of Secret, pretty much.
I mean, expecting Parker to be distracted by the other kills which his team were going for, but you know Parker, he's always got his eyes on the ball, always got his eyes on the enemy carry or the critical targets. He sees the opportunity, he takes it, he goes for it, and he gets himself the big kills.
He just finished Hex as well. The courier's coming out. Terrorblade will have Hex for this upcoming fight. Nature's Prophet is dead for 50. We just said how Parker made a mistake in Puppy in the mid lane to give Tundra life, then Tundra just kind of throw it right back at Secret. Mid-Brax full. Hex now complete on Terrorblade. Why should they back away from this area? Sure, they don't have meta.
go once again. But this time, there comes that Hex out onto Mixer. Now it comes out from BZM, and Mixer's getting very low here. Will be kept alive by his teammate. Yolagor healing him up, keeping him nice and healthy. Saxa still looking for an opportunity here, but the Lincolns is going to make sure that Mixer is going to be absolutely okay. A clean disengagement from Team Secret. I was expecting it to kind of turn into one of those games where one team makes a mistake and gets capitalized upon, then the other team does it, but it does look like Secret are pretty disciplined here in their retreat. So what will Tundra find? You can see them already smoked, already looking to find that opening once again. And
Puppy is next to him though.
let's see, Parker. I mean, he's just going to be able to run. He's so fast. Oh, saying that. It's a gusty day. Like, I didn't check the weather forecast, but it looks like he's going to be all right.
The invis, your Terrorblade Bloodthorn Hex at any minute. Pretty much kill a hero. Especially under the cover of a smoke now. Secret. 5-man smoked. They find 30. Blinked.
Well, they will be able to grab Whitemon. There's the Hex coming out, revealed from Parker. Not quite the target they were looking for there, but definitely a target they'll be happy with anyway. Whitemon is such a pain in these fights if he can set up for these cataclysms. Breaking that combo on Tundra, he's going to feel very, very good.
Oh, Supreme has 2 gems.
Nice.
I just gave up the puppy, but Parker tickling the high ground now. This is the best position.
That's your version of tickling then. I don't want to deal up on it. Jesus. BZM. Oh my god. Nice. All right. I think Parker's going to get tornadoed here. Or he manta dodges it. Who knows? All right. Quick reflection time.
It is available if he wants to use it, correct?
Very good. Blink Roar is possible for the Beastmaster. Lincolns could be thrown out from Supreme onto Parker, though, which should stop that happening. I think this is just going to be a case of both teams just back away from each other. It's weird how Tundra keep pausing and then it's a secret player that disconnects and reconnects. It's very disorientating.
It's very nice of them. Wait, do you have any of them muted?
No.
Okay, just check. Don't know, just random question. Sometimes you mute them if they spam voice lines too much, and it's kind of annoying. But
yeah, that's true.
I don't have any of them muted. It's good. All right, let's see. Can Parker manta dodge the spell that you don't think you can manta dodge? Supreme jumping in onto Invoker.
Yeah, wants to find the big target, but instead goes in for the Beastmaster instead with the Pulverize coming down and the Hex coming there as well. They'll kill off 33. Great target, but a lot of damage coming out at the same time from Chrysalis and BZM, but they really cannot stand their ground. Parker going to use the Sunder to heal himself up and immediately starts looking for another lane, another hero, see if anybody's going to show themselves, get himself a cheeky Hex. Here we go, running up the high ground, but BZM's got the invisibility. Surely Parker's a little bit too far forward here, I'd imagine, but Supreme jumping in, looking to follow up, trying to find BZM, trying to take advantage of this opportunity that's been created, but there's not really going to be one, and now Parker's running away, but he's left 2 of his teammates behind. Diolacor's not going to be escaping this one. He's going to go down. Supreme at least going to be able to get the zips away to safety, but there's a shackle coming out onto Puppy. Popan will be gone. 2 dead. The supports will pay the price for the over-aggression there from Parker.
The fights are just so volatile. Either team has such pick-off, right? On one side you have the Bloodthorn on the TB with the punch and the primal, the zip, and then you have hexes on Invoker, Roar, and Beastmaster. Like, either team has all the tools to win a fight. It really is just based on the position and when they take it. I think for Tundra, having to use the buyback from 33, it's not going to feel good, but you only lost 1 Rax from this kind of big window of momentum that Secret had created for themselves. And now they're smoked up at the high ground. Meta is available again. Tundra trying to utilize what I said, this explosive kind of let's get a kill type energy. And Puppey is dead for 45 seconds. No buyback. And they know it's on cooldown because he did use it before. So timing buybacks. They do have a free window where there's no annoying drinking buddy snowball save.
Might be. Elena Barracks. Certainly will be Elena Barracks going to Tundra.
They might even get more. They're pinging it. Saxa did ping the bot, so now they're looking to migrate over and do have one tree, which yeah, they let their tree die very quickly.
Yeah,
okay, be happy with one. Be content. Be content.
Yeah. Don't be greedy.
Yeah. Never be greedy.
All right. So we're kind of falling back into the way things used to be with Secret ahead. Tundra on the back lines. That said, they get themselves a middle lane of Barracks, which is going to even out the map pressure at least. And with the fact they've got a Nature's Prophet in the game, map pressure probably going to feel okay.
I mean, this entire time we haven't really spoke about Tinker as well, right? Like in the mid fight when he got that clutch Ags laser onto the Invoker to prevent the Cataclysm. Now he's got a Hex as well. And Parker, he just finds the Invoker solo.
Okay. Not what you expect the Terrorblade to be, but he picks up the Shadowblade, immediately goes to make a play and catches out BZM. What an incredible catch.
But not only does he have Shadowblade, he has the Ninja Gear. So he's running around both invisible and smoked, so the Ob Sentry aren't going to find him when he scurries through the enemy jungle. And yeah, he's just dead for a minute.
Crazy stuff.
He is smoked up again on Parker. He's...
The Ninja Gear Silver Edge Side of Ice combo is just absolutely criminal to play against.
It's very toxic to try and deal with.
Good luck. Alright, back we go. Looking for the next lane of Barracks. Man, that wind is quite severe. Echo does land, but it's just kind of slowing things down rather than actually preventing it. These Barracks certainly going to go the way of Parker, the way of Team Secret.
Yeah, this rate, it feels like they just need to roll Puppey.
Force forwards here onto Parker. It's a nice catch. Actually goes down. What? What? Where was the help? I mean, he was so far forward there. The Force staff just completely getting him out of position, and nobody was able to come forward and actually save him. Puppey just wasn't there. No Blink Dagger on the Tusk, and that's going to be the price you pay for it. Puppey going to get brought down here. They'll just sit inside these shards for a bit, reflecting on what's just happened, but a huge kill onto Parker there.
The shackle into Force and then Tusk, I think Puppey, he expected the Terrorblade to remain in position, and then I think he had to kind of scramble into just to re-click the drinking buddies, but that moment of displacement just prevented him from getting that clean save. Like, the Tusk was able to get the drinking buddy the snowball off, but again, I didn't see who forced it. Again, there's what, 3-4 Force staffs in the game. I didn't know if it was an offensive one from Tundra. Was it Secret mis-executing their Force staff? I didn't catch it, but either way, whoever used it,
yeah, he started with a shackle and then forced him afterwards. So I feel like
I hope so. Yeah, that makes the coolest narrative for sure, because that alone, that Force staff, broke the simplicity of Tusk just making the save and dead for 25.
They're going for this right here. I mean,
they have the 25.
Fortification's available. That's true.
They have X3. They're strong. With banner TB.
They're not strong. Their treants are strong.
Yeah, true. All right, are we gonna see the classic fake smoke, boys? A classic play.
Truly.
I think if you were ever to describe the most like universally understood play in all of Dota, the fake back smoke has to be like play number 1 you teach anyone new to Dota.
True. And you feel so stupid when you get caught by it these days as well. Like, the oldest trick in the book. Oh, Cataclysm! Bye-bye Mixer! Going out on the sidelines! 33 jumps in with the Roar. Cannot follow up. Anybody's dead to that. Puppey just not there to save the day this time around. As though from the sidelines, Supreme gets caught out. He jumps in. Immediate buyback coming out from him. They need to make this play work here is Chrysalis bouncing around all over this fight right now, but he's been caught by the Pulverize. That should be enough to bring down the Nature's Prophet. It certainly is. Dead for 100. Buyback available in Supreme. Looking to follow up here, trying to find 33, trying to find an extra target for his team to take down Puppey as well, with the punch taking out the Beastmaster, but White One's there. Four stuff, getting it away. He's really out of here for now. Supreme cannot find him. Blink out, BTP. 33 somehow going to live through all of this, but it will just be 33 and Supreme surviving through this one. And BZM, sorry, surviving through this one.
Excellent item usage from Tundra, though. They have 4 stuffs, and they just expertly dragged that Beastmaster away from the fight. He didn't have buyback. If he dies there, you're probably looking at a GG, but the 3 heroes that die on Tundra all have buyback. So they sacrificed themselves to keep 33 alive, to keep the game in a winning, I say winning state, but a playable state. And with Primal and Storm with no buyback,
BZM?
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, just letting himself get pulverized there a little bit.
Shackle
trying to follow up, but there's a Shackle coming through beautifully onto the both of Supreme. He's getting back himself away, drinking, but he's repositioning him just a little bit. Parker focusing on those objectives, trying to take down that barrier, but Puppey's just getting blasted down to the back lines. Another Shackle connects, and that'll take him down. Blink away from Mixer, but they are still chasing on the side of Tundra. They want to get something for all these, but more than just a Puppey for these buybacks. Chrysalis and Saxter both having to come back into this one, and they will be left empty-handed pretty much. It's just a task to fall. And they still lose that bottom lane of barracks. Just one lane remaining for Tundra.
But now Roshan's up. And Parker, man, you can't 1v5 them here.
There is no way this works.
He's silver edged, he's waiting. There is a gem.
He sees everybody and thinks, you know what? Maybe that's too many heroes for me.
Okay, there wasn't a gem. I lied. There was a sentry. Buyback from Puppey. Parker's behind them though. He's holding the high ground.
They're going to see his illusions coming in and know that he's kind of not here as Supreme jumps in. Oh my god, bye-bye Whitemon. The blender just activates for Chrysalis, trying to look for Parker, but Parker is so damn quick, especially in that river. He's taking the water slide expressway out of here, but they've caught him. They've caught him. Parker is gone. Buyback is available. He's going to come back into this one. Chrysalis trying to find out. Chrysalis doesn't have buyback here. If he goes, then that is it. And Fiolacore just has his number, and he's just calling it on repeat. Oh, look at the heals coming out from Chrysalis. He's not dead. He's surviving through it all. It's Supreme and Mix who go down instead, both of which do not have buyback. 33, he's trying to drop Parker. He needs to kill him. He needs to get this hero brought down, but where is the vision? Where is the dust thing? Doesn't matter. They'll kill him off regardless. And BCM, this is not your neighborhood, son. Get out of there. And that is exactly what he's going to do. Parker, Puppey, and Fiolacore save the fight. They'll get the kill. Roshan is going to move homes here and start throwing some heroes around.
He was like 100 HP on Chrysalis, but his enchantment, he has Vampiric, the spell lifesteal, the actual lifesteal, all the little bit of damage he was doing, it was just buffing him up just enough to survive on the Prophet. If he goes down there, buyback was on cooldown, and on 33, using his buyback, it's a 4v3.
Oh, this could be really awkward here for Team Secret, because you know if Tundra win this fight, they don't want Roshan. They want to end the game. They kill the hero with buyback. Parker's on the run. He, of course, does not have his buyback available.
Smallest of things that are keeping Chrysalis alive, and you could replay that fight again and you could probably just kill him off, right? It's just a matter of one spell, one right click, and
so currently there are only 2 heroes in the game with buyback. Tinker is one of them. Invoker is the other. Whitemon's very close as well. If he gets a little bit of extra gold in the fight, then he should have it. So
they're just running it down mid. They have BKBs. They have all the tools.
Buyback from the Tinker. They're going in round the back here. Who will they find, though? They're actually going to get tornadoed. They don't spot the Invoker on the front lines. Now they put him to sleep terribly. This might just be game. He's gone. See you later, Terrorblade. No more Parker. No more Puppey by the looks of it as well. Fiolacore is gone. Puppey going to make it back to the fountain, but that is it, game. Surely there's no way they can defend this. They're going to try. Secret, they don't want to give away this game they worked so hard for, but with 33 and those Treants going to town on that Ancient, it is over. Tundra